H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it is Wednesday, Women Rock Wednesday, my favorite day of the week. Shout out to all the women all over the world. We honor you every day, but this we just take a special time to honor you today. So let's go. Listen, y'all, text, tag, tell your people. I'm trying to tell you, I got something for you today. Got something for you. You know, Women Rock Wednesday, I got to bring something for you. You know, people seem not to come sometimes on Women Rock Wednesday, then they had to come back later. Whatever. Got something for you. Text, tag, tell your friend. Text to /5 people in your text. Just text them and send them the link. So the Chop Shop is on right now. Get there. Who else? What else I got? Let me shout out to my ladies today. Hold on. Fellas, sorry, fella. Dale Griggs is in the building. Hold on. Dale Griggs is in the building. My take Cora is in the building. Belinda Janikin is in the building. Tanya Billingsley is in the building. I'm waiting on one more. Mindy Collins is in the building. She didn't say nothing. She over there sneaking in there. I'm going to talk about Altuve today. I'm going to talk about Altuve for you today, Mindy. Mindy, I'm going to talk about Altuve for you. That's for you. He snuck in there on me. I saw over there hiding. See, sometimes they be trying to hide. Let me make sure ain't nobody hiding back there on me. But shout out to the fellows. Shout out to everybody. I'm trying to see how I'm going to start this. Michael Garcia, this. It's a day in sports. This is a day in life. This is a day in. It's just so much going on. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going through my notes. I watched it's so much. I'm just gonna go down. I'm just gonna. Ladies, I should have talked about this last month, but I didn't. And I want to shout out to the Ravens. I'm gonna get to everything, but I want to shout out to the Baltimore Ravens. It's football season, and it's baseball season. The end of baseball season is getting to be playoff time. Astros are peaking at the right time. But I was thinking about the Ravens. Somebody kept sent me something, but I had it set for y'all. I should have told y'all this August August the 1st. It was in my notes for August the 1st, and somehow I didn't get to it. But the Ravens are believed, the team that the um, Texans are going to play this weekend, uh, is believed to be the first team in NFL history to have an all African American quarterback room, from the players to the coaches. You got assistant coaches. You got assistant quarterback coach Kerry Dixon. You got quarterback what is Tyler Huntley, Lamar Jackson, Josh Johnson, and quarterback coach T. Martin. That's the first time in history, and I'm gonna give you what I had wrote for y'all that day. Back in that day, the Ravens have an entirely black quarterback group with 4 black quarterbacks and 2 coaches. Is believed to be the first time in NFL history. Share the show. If you on YouTube, when you come in, price of admission, you hit the thumbs up for me, please. Um, and this article was taking an inside look at what that represents. It's a step forward for people like us, but we got to do a good job. They got to win, you know. Um, Let me see. It was talking about Josh Johnson has seen almost everything professional football has to offer. Johnson is 37 years old, and in his third stint as a coach, trying to make this bigger for me, so Robert Hatter can see a little bit. So his third stint as a quarterback. I'm sorry, and the Ravens has been on so many NFL teams. He's been on 14 in NFL teams. Look him up. Josh Johnson, he's a journeyman quarterback that he relies on. He said he relies on the Madden video game to quickly learn his new teammates. He's played in 2 other professional leagues, the United Football League, the XFL, last season for a spat of injuries in the NFC Championship game, including a concussion for himself. He watched San Francisco's running back Christian McCaffrey briefly play quarterback still when Johnson signed with the Ravens in the offseason. He experienced, a first, an all-black quarterback group. And I'm going to repeat that, who is Johnson, who is black, joined the unit that includes quarterback Tyler Huntley, Lamar Jackson, and Anthony Brown. Assistant coach Kerry Dixon. I'm going to call these guys' name, and quarterback coach T. Martin. T. Martin used to play at Tennessee. Tried to represent him too when he was coming out. It's believed to be first time in NFL history a team has had an entire black quarterback group. You got me? So I just wanted to. That was unique. I should have told y'all that a while back, and but man, I'm just kind of proud. The Baltimore Ravens, they don't get everything because they still ain't got a black coach. They've never had a black coach, and I don't understand that. But I'm gonna share some stuff with you that maybe it might shine a light on it for y'all. Y'all might be able. Mindy, I got some. I just want to share with y'all, the ladies. Just hold your horses. I got some for you. Michael Garcia said Canada knocked out Luca in the World Cup. Hopefully, the USA will be good. Will be good. What Canada just knocked out Luca. Hopefully, you can see USA in the final. Okay, good. Canada. You know, the World Cup. Have y'all noticed? Ain't nobody been talking about it. The stars don't go. Don't nobody want to talk about it. But thank you, Michael. Have y'all been noticing, man? It's hard to find out. The Sometimes it's hard to find out the outcomes of the games. What you got to see on the bottom of the ticket when the USA is playing. It's just for some reason this game is not the world. This championship is not publicized a lot. I don't know, but at least Michael Garcia seemed to be up on it. But Michael, I be looking for, because I love the USA team. A lot of people talking negative about them, but I kind of like them. And when I think about USA teams, and I don't know of these guys, but this is something I want you to give to your young fellas. I saw this. I saw this. It was a great video showing a championship, how championship teams communicate. Glad you gave me this information, Michael Garcia. But I saw something, Mike, and I want to share it. I want y'all to share the show because mamas, you can share this. Get it to your kids. If you play basketball, you play any kind of sport. Great video showing a championship how they communicate. I always when I walk in gyms and I watch guys, if it's a quiet gym, I know it's a losing gym. Charles Foreman, what's up, baby? When I walk into a gym, if I walk into a practice, if the gym is quiet, the players are not talking, I know that's a losing team. The louder the gym, the better the team. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. This is one of my favorite videos because you see the greatest players in the world taking coaching from each other, a common goal, have to give up part of who you are for all the team that can become. You follow me? And I had to show this. I'm going to show this before I get to, because I'm going to get to building Shelton in a minute. Yeah, I'm going to get, so share the show. But I saw this and I had to share this with you. Just watch this. Pull out this clip and make sure your kids have this.
If you spot up, you see you got to spot up, I'm a doctor.
All right. By yourself. By yourself. By yourself. You are by yourself, Mike. Down.
Flat. You got to come around and go this way. Use all your momentum to go bam or bam.
Don't wait for that weak side pin down. We're giving you that whole room to do what you want to do. Give you the whole middle.
Hey, Brian, angle that double on a slant more.
So where he's going to the back. Okay.
A slight, yeah. Back to you. Air one, Brian. Ready on the floor, boys.
Deny. Shot. Call your man out. Who y'all got? Who y'all got? Who you got, boss?
Now, my mamas and daddies and uncles, these the best players in the world. Have y'all been in games? Do your kids, do your nephew, do they talk like that in games? Do they talk like that in practice? If they're not, guess what? If the best players in the world, I'll never forget, we were at some workouts, and my son was working out with some pros and stuff like that, right? And one of the pros came over there and just told him and said, "Look here, man, young fellas." It was two young fellas in there. And he told my son, and I think Jeff Roberson was in there. And he told them, "Look, whatever you see these pros doing, do it. If you see them go get iced up and go get a massage after, go do it. Watch what the pros do. That's what you think you say you want to be." But I go in these gyms and I go and watch these games. I don't hear nobody talking like that. I don't see nobody on the bench talking like that to their players. They on the bench whining and mad because they're not in the game. Instead of saying, "Everybody get back, everybody do this, everybody." I hope y'all send little Johnny and little Susie too. The girls too. Gotta talk, man. You got to talk. A quiet gym is a losing gym. Walk into them college practice. Oh, go in Kevin Sampson's practice. Go in Johnny Jones' practice. I haven't been in nobody else's practice. I went in here. Go to Penny Hardaway's practice. It's always loud. The players always talking. Everybody talking. So I just threw that one in for free. I thought about that. But back to this young kid, Ben Shelton, man. Last night he won quarterfinal match against Francis Tiafoe. I sit there and watch the whole match. I taped it. I watched it again. Y'all, I don't know if y'all know, I was a pretty good tennis player, and my idol growing up was John Lucas, because he was a great tennis player and a great basketball player, and I always I just wanted to be like him, and I got a chance when I moved to Houston, got in this business, the business I'm in. I got a chance to be my hero, become, a friend of mine, and it's a unique dynamic, man. I don't know if any one of y'all have had that happen to y'all, that a person that you grew up and idolizing and watching, doing some stuff that you think you're going to be a great tennis player, you think you're going to be a basketball player, and he happened to be the best basketball player in the country. He was the number one pick in the draft. He was the best tennis player, and he was first team All-American. A unique individual. And I know, y'all done dumbed him down and just being John Lucas or JL3, but that was one of the most remarkable athletes in history. You being the number one in your sport in two sports, and that don't happen. Just in case you didn't know, that's a history lesson for you. People like he's normal now. He's John Lucas. I'm not going to his camp. He tried to steal my kids. No. It's a legend. Number one pick in the draft in basketball. The number one tennis player in the first team All-American player of the year in tennis. Unbelievable. Left-handed. Unbelievable. Just in case you didn't know, he said, I wish these trainers would teach more defensive fundamentals and how to communicate on defenders. Well, trainers usually, see, I'm glad you brought that up. Boy, you're gonna take me off course, but I go off course. What if the trainers don't know how to teach defensive fundamentals and how to communicate on? What if the trainers just only know the offensive part of the game? See, you got to realize defense is more about will. I can teach you to get in your stance, and I can teach you where to be. You got to want to be there, Garcia. And coaches, I hope you help me on this. It's more about will than skill. You follow me? You got to you want to shift for your feet so quick that you can get in front of this guy and get your chest in front of him. That's about will. I don't know if a defender, I don't know if a trainer can teach you that. All of them. Then you got to have, in practice, you got to practice that in your training. Maybe he trying to get the skill work done because they got to be skilled first. And then I don't know where the will work going to come from. The skills and will. So maybe y'all can help me. You follow me? Just think about it. Think about it. You got to want to play defense. You can't teach angles and defense. You just... Okay, I see. Thank you, Keith. I love that. I love that, though, Garcia. Mike Garcia. I like that comment, but I know I had time to teach my son because he was my only client. He never paid me, though. He still ain't paid me, but he was my only client, so I had time to teach him how to guard me. I had time to teach him where to be when the ball is on the other side of the floor. See, a lot of kids don't understand. There's a lot of trickery goes on the ball side of the floor to make you go to sleep on the weak side of the floor. So that's where they're going to attack from. So, Eric, exactly. Eric. So I had to teach my son that. I brought Damon Stoudemire. Damon Stoudemire came to visit me. I brought him to the gym with us and let him, teach him about the arts, the reads he got to have on a pick and roll. Teach him how to guard the baddest dude, a guy like you. You follow me? So it's hard, but a trainer ain't got that much time. I was a dad just with one person, so I had time. Mr. Garcia, I had time, cause I kept feeding him stuff like this. Hey man, ain't but one point guard ever got player of the year. Defensive player of the year in NBA history. I kept doing stuff like that instead of saying, man, you can't play. Hey man, ain't but Gary Payton. It's the only guy, point guard there ever. I said, why can't you go to Cornell and be defensive player of the year as a point guard? Gary Payton did it. So I used to throw stuff like that at him. You follow me? You follow me? You know, it's unique how you motivate, because I knew my son, Marcus Smart ain't no point guard though. Marcus Smart. And when my son was playing Marcus Smart was in high school. Okay? I'm talking to my son. In 2008, Marcus Smart ain't no point guard. If anybody say a point guard, come on. Get out of here with that, Mark. But he said, I can't believe Did y'all see what this dude just put on the screen? He did win. I'm telling you he did. Read my lips. Gary, go Google it. His name is The Glove. He had a boat called a yacht called a Glove. Mark Edwards. See, you don't know our history, man. And then some people have the nerve when I'm talking about Black history, they want to turn it off. Your ass need to turn it on. Anytime I get to talking about stuff like I was talking about yesterday, you need to turn it on. You need to turn. I'm telling you. He talking about Black history. I don't want. You don't know what I'm talking about Black history when I give you what I'm about to give you in a minute. But no, not Mark. I just want us to know our history. This is how I taught and motivated my son. Yo, this is what I used to do. Any guard they play against, I used to go find a clipping of the guard. I said, man, the point guard. I said, man, they said that dude is the best mid-major guard in the country. See, I know my son didn't like me to say nobody else was good but him. He was selfish. If I talk about another player, he wants to go bust that. I know how to get him. For every game, I go find something about the other point guard. I just go find something and send him a text. Yo, that's how you get him. He said, Michael Garcia said, I'm from Chicago. I grew up watching, Norm Van Lier. Oh, my God, play defense with the Bulls and Jerry. Oh, my God. Norm Van Lier. Norm Van Lier used to handcuff and just maim people. He said, your Black history segments are just as good and more valuable than the poor. I know it. But we got a society, Mark, that has been dumbed down. They like to see me and Jimmy come on here and argue with each other. Oh, they go Ray and Cloud. They love that. But let me keep going. I got so much. I got someone on show with mamas, daddies. I want to share something. See, this kind of stuff. Just watch this. Somebody sent this to me this morning.
The money system that Jews teach their children. The reason why Jews are the richest people in the world and are at the forefront of commerce is because of the monetary system they learned as children. This system is called the jar system. In this system, one's expenses should be only half of one's income. So someone who earns $10 should spend $5. The remaining $5 is divided as follows: $1 for charity, $1 for savings, and $3 for investment. Jews who learn this system as children become very rich if they do it in a disciplined way. The money system that Jews teach.
Somebody sent me and said, Robert, you have to give a part of, he said, this is one of my favorites because you see, what he was saying was, we teach this to every black child. He said, send this to every parent. Play the video. Send this to every parent. If you want me to play it again, I tell you what, you go back and get it later and splice it out on YouTube or however you splice it out. They say you can do it. But what if I never thought about that when I was young? Nobody never taught me that when I was young. And I thought it was unique. And I want to talk about this young man behind me a little bit, Ben Shelton, who beat Tiafo last night. I saw this. This was about a month ago in D.C. at a tournament, right? I want y'all to watch this.
Ben's one of this young new American stars on the tour, Kevin. Ben's one of this young new American stars.
The reason I played that, KD liked tennis. Him and Tiafo, he from the D.C. area. They was in D.C. They introduced him to Ben Shelton. Brian Shelton is his dad, the former golf coach at Georgia Tech and at Florida. I have a feeling KD might be a little bit more excited the next time he meet him. You see how lackadaisical he was.
Ben's one of this young new American stars on the tour, Kevin. Ben's one of this young new American stars.
You see how Kevin Durant acknowledged the dude. Yeah, tennis coach. You're right. Tennis coach. I'm sorry. Tennis coach. I want y'all to see it again. When somebody thinks to introduce me to somebody, Charles Foreman, Lance Kaiser, I'm going to be excited. I don't care who I think I am. Y'all watch this. Somebody introduced him. The boy didn't come up to him. Maybe he didn't respect the man who was introducing. I don't know. But watch it.
Ben's one of this young new American stars on the tour, Kevin.
I have a feeling that maybe KD is going to be a little bit more excited the next time he see me. Y'all follow me? This young man, let me give y'all something on this young boy, man. Did anybody see the tennis match last night? He's just built different. He's built different. He's big. He's strong. He's energetic. After he won, hold up, y'all. Let me give you something. Let me give you some old Ben. Ben ain't just regular. Okay. Let me tell you something, old Ben. Let me tell you about some Ben. Let me tell you something about Ben. The U.S. Open semifinals appearance among black men has happened 4 times with Arthur Ashe, baddest man in the world. That's why I started playing golf. I keep playing tennis. Fred Couples was the reason I started playing golf. Francis Tiafo, him once, and Ben Shelton. It's the only times it ever been done. Them 3 right there. Them 3 right there. All right? All right, let's get that out of the way. Show you how significant that was. Hold on. Then, he's the youngest, I think he's 20, to be in the quarterfinals. In the semis, since Coco Gauff, Venus Williams. He's in good company. And Serena Williams. I'm just telling you. And I didn't play none of the video because last year I played U.S. Open don't play about their damn videos. They'll cut your whole live show off. I just had to show that. I just got to keep going. And then after, he did this here. Then put the phone down. I wonder what he was talking about. He said, I'm dialed in. No, he didn't say called him. He said, I'm dialed in. See, I'm glad I got this. Y'all think he talking about call me. Ben said, I'm dialed in today. I'm locked in. I'm dialed in. I love him. But he just built different, y'all. Tiafo and him and Tiafo they friends. They're cool. He's the youngest American semifinalist since Michael Chain on the men's side. Next Monday, he'd probably be ranked number 19th. A year ago, y'all, he was ranked 165th. 2 years ago, he was ranked 802 in the world. He has served the ball at 149 miles an hour. That's a blur ball. I used to play. I never clocked myself. I was kind of fast, but this 149 miles per hour, it's like, pew, pew. You don't have time to react. And Tiafo broke him several times. It was the fastest timing at the U.S. Open this year. Ben thanks his family and his team for reaching the first Grand Slam finals. He said, we like to say at the in the Sheldon box, where his family has good vibes. And he said definitely had good vibes for this tournament. But he's got to play Novak Djokovic. Oh, my God. A wizard. A wizard. A wizard, man. If you ever seen Novak Djokovic play, I just love to watch him play. He's just so steady. And I just want to see this young guy go against him. Sheldon was 2 years old when Djokovic won his first U.S. Open match. And Ben Shelton linking up with Kevin Durant, I told you about a month ago. Let's see what else they said. Coco Golf, Ben Sheldon, I told you, marked the first time multiple Americans aged 20 or younger have made it to the semis, and the same since Venus and Serena did in 2000. Ben shared the story behind his phone celebration. I'm glad he shared the story because guys like Kevin Freidman would go home, talking about call me. No, he was saying I'm dialed in. Ben is the only, he's only the third Black American man to reach the U.S. Open semifinals since the Open era. In 1968, Ben Shelton became the youngest American male to reach the semifinals since 1992. Americans had fared well in the U.S. Open from Coco Gauff and Ben Shelton, Madison Keys, and Francis Tiafoe, and Chris Eubanks. He was pretty good. It's great showing for the youngsters, man. I love him. I love his attitude. I got to give you this one. They were Eubanks and Sheldon and Tiafoe was in I guess they were just talking amongst each other. But watch this.
I want to be that dude in the draw that there's not one player who wants to see me.
All right, next. Who wants to see you right now?
No, I'm talking like...
Who wants to see you right now?
Listen.
Carlos Alcaraz does not want to see your name next to his.
Bro.
I can promise you that.
I'm not talking just doesn't... I'm talking scared of me. Like genuine, like... Roger in his prime, he pulls up to a tournament. You ain't telling me there's... And everyone's thinking about him. I'm not talking, okay, they see...
He comes into the locker room.
Yeah, he's floating. He's floating. He's floating. You like, oh, he's just, that's right.
I'm like, he puts a towel on. I'm like, that looks different. like, you know what I'm saying? That looks different.
I think one of the craziest things about this sport.
I love to hear them talking about, look what they're talking about. History. The guys who came in from. He said, I want to be feared like Roger Federer. If you don't know who Roger Federer is, I don't know where you've been. He said, they say he walk in the locker room, it's like he's floating. Even the way he put his towel on is different. He said, I want to be like that, Patrick Punks. I want to be Kobe. Everybody told me he's trying to be like Mike. Shit, me too. I want to be like Mike too. Man, he's trying to be like Mike. If I'm going to copy a cat, it's going to be the baddest cat. I mean, so these guys, half of these guys in the NBA, they don't even follow nobody. One of these dudes talking about Paul George is the best player in history. The little boy, what's his name? Brandon Miller. But Paul George is the best player. He ain't studied his history. He ain't studied his history. But I had to get that to y'all because it's another subject I really want to talk about. Let me get Altuve. I want to talk about Altuve. I got to. 4 in a row for Altuve, 5 out of 6 at-bats. The legend continues to grow. Jose Altuve entering Monday had only 10 home runs on the season. Since then, he has hit 5 home runs in 2 games. Last night, he hit 3, Mindy, all in the first 3 innings. He is the 4th player in Major League Baseball history to do that. Hit 3 home runs in the first 3 innings. Bang, bang, bang. I just want to shout out to the Astros. Keep on going, man. I told you I was cheering for y'all this year. Y'all be pissing me off. And the only reason I even say something negative about y'all, because Mindy and Jimmy always got something to say, but deep down inside, I want y'all to win. Y'all just don't have no guys like y'all playing against my guy dude this weekend, right? Tatis. But I want y'all to win. I just want Tatis to do well. I want the Astros to win. You follow me? I like Tatis as a player, but Astros, I like them as a team because I just ain't got no one player I like on their team. But I want to shout out to Houston, Astros, and Tatis. Let's go get this thing. I was thinking about Shedeur Sanders, Tom Brady, text Shedeur the other night after the game and said, "Don't be satisfied." Look at Mindy. Tom Brady texts Shedeur Sanders. Out of all the people, I wonder how many quarterbacks did Tom Brady text? Told him, "Don't be satisfied." You know I love him, Mindy. I love him. I love Tatis. Fernando Tatis. That's my dude. I just like him as a. I told y'all, anybody don't know Patrick Punch, do me a favor. Go on YouTube and just Google and put in Fernando Tatis Jr. Not the daddy. The daddy was good, but you got to put in Jr. Tell me what you think. Just come back. You can go over there, click over there. Ricky Scott, I want you to do it. Who else? Who else? I want to see you. Everybody on here. Let me see. Chet Shatter Show. Kevin K, I want you to do it. Keith, I want you to do it. That is Moody, you already know. Mark Edwards, I want you to do it. Eric Harrison, all y'all. David Garrett, all of y'all. What's up, baby? Thank you, David Garrett. Thank you. I didn't see you. You had told me about GP. I think Mark just didn't know. That's all right. It's all right. Y'all, do me a favor. Everybody on here, do me a favor. Go over there and take a look at him. And tell me what you see. You just come back on the screen and tell me what you see. But shout out to Tatis and shout out to Tom Brady for texting Shedeur Sanders and said, "Man, don't be satisfied with that mess last week." And I got a question for y'all. I got a question for y'all. This World Cup team right now. What Michael Garcia? Is he still there? Would it be favorable to win an NBA title if you use that team, put all of them guys on the team? Could they win an NBA title? Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Keith, that dude Tatis, man. Somebody, and anybody went over there to see him yet? I just want somebody else to go and see him. Yo, I'm not just making this up. I've never seen a baseball player like this ever. Ever. But with this Keith, that is Moody, with this World Cup team, just put together. Do y'all know who the World Cup team is, right? Let me try to find. Let me find information, because maybe y'all just slow type. Do y'all think this World Cup team that's over there, the FIBA team that's over in FIBA? Let me get let me call out their roster. Not enough. Let me call out their roster. Let me so y'all can know who are all on the roster. Jalen Brunson, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Edwards, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, what is his name? Walter Kessler, Bobby Portis, Tyrese Halliburton, Paulo Banchero, Austin Reeves, Brandon Ingram, and what's the boy name? Cam Johnson. Thank you, Patrick Punch. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Anybody else go look at Tatis over there and tell me what Patrick Punch? I ain't never seen nothing like it, man. I said, who is this dude? I'm talking about Fernando Mendy. And I asked Mindy yesterday, and she still ain't told me. She think I let her off the hook, but I don't forget nothing. Mindy, I asked you, go on Astros roster and find me somebody similar. Michael Garcia said possible. The USA seems full of role players, really good role players, man. So do you think they can win an NBA championship? Because to win it, you got to have a star. You got to have 2 stars to win NBA championship. You have to have at least 1 star, at least. Joker. But there you go. There you go, Mike. I got you. I just want to make sure y'all thinking with me. But I you know what? I saw something, and I'm gonna start this off because I got something to share with y'all. Okay. First of all, let me take a quick break and introduce to y'all the best cigar bar, the best restaurant, and the best wine makers in Houston. And I've been around the country, and I'm going to put them up with people around the country. I'd rather go to Cleopatra's and Mimi's, New Orleans Cafe, and Oyster Bar, and Cleopatra more than any place around the country. Really. But let me show you why.
Right there, the sheriffs come here, we get their full support. They just had a function here a couple weeks ago, and we get everybody's support, and we're just going to continue to grow with the community. We have baby grand piano, we have jazz trios, we have DJs, and we have some theme nights. We have Greek night every first Friday.
Oh, stop. How many cigar bars got a baby grand piano in it? I'll wait. Baby grand piano in a cigar bar?
And we get everybody's support, and we're just going to continue to grow with the community. We have baby grand piano, we have jazz trios, we have DJs, and we have some theme nights. We have Greek night every first Friday. We have something that we're creating right now called Smoking Word. It's a full service over here. We have a mixologist behind the bar mixing up. We're famous for our smoky old fashions. We use different types of wood, the different leaves and the different tobaccos. There's different smoke that you can smoke your old fashioned with to alter the flavor of your drink.
Man, let me tell you something. A man asked me, do I play the piano? I play some songs on the piano. I don't play the piano, but it's several songs. If you get some of your popular songs, I can play. I can listen to the beat. I can do what I hear. You know, I didn't learn the piano note wise, but I can see what I can hear something and play it on the piano a little bit. Yeah. Oh, I dabble. You know what? I want to show out. You know, I want to show out. We in a hotel lobby on like I did it on a cruise one time. You know how they have them off a piano to the side. I get up there and play a little something, boy. They be thinking I'm cold, man. I'm telling you, hey, I got eclectic taste, y'all. No, don't hate, don't hate. I just I can play the trumpet, I can play the saxophone, I can play the drums. I mean, I used to I love music. When I was young, so yeah. I play a little bit. I play a little bit. Boy, I got a couple of songs. Y'all be saying, what? Why you think I was so amazed by Hazel Scott, the lady I played for you yesterday? Where's she at? Where old Hazel at? Why y'all think I played old Hazel? Hazel and this, oh, there she is. Watch this. I couldn't play too much of that because the Grammys might give me. That was Alicia Keys paying tribute to Hazel Scott. And y'all, that same Hazel Scott was married to Adam Clayton Powell. The man I was talking about yesterday. Yeah. So, see. I'm kind of connected. Mindy, I'll be trying to connect this thing, man. I don't know cigar talk. Can you tell me what is an old fashioned? Old fashioned is not a cigar. It's a drink, King Stick. And he would pair your drink with a cigar. Old fashioned is a drink. I think it with bourbon, whiskey, or something like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, look at what you started. Man, look at what you started, man. I can't help it. Man. Hey, hold up. Let me get you back what I was talking about. But yeah, y'all make me, y'all kill me. But I was thinking about something. This linebacker, Johnny Hodges, played for TCU. Y'all, I want y'all to watch this now. Share the show now. I'm finna give you something ain't nobody gonna give you. He said, look quarterback, look linebacker, I think he's number 57. He thought he was, he talking stuff out on the field. He said, I guess you could say it's a wake-up call. I don't know how losing in the national championship by 60 isn't a wake-up call. But right now, we definitely the laughing stock of college football. Cause you got your ass whooped by Coach Prime in Colorado. How the hell you the laughing stock of football? Y'all not the laughing stock of college football? Is this another slight to Colorado and the talent that they have on their team? Losing to Colorado and Shedeur Sanders doesn't make you a laughing stock, young man, unless you don't respect what they did. Yes. TCU would get better. This is just a little too much for me, man. He, 57. I think it's 57. Make sure Johnny Hodges is 57. But he was talking mad stuff on the field all day. Should do a Sanders like this and all that kind of stuff. But then he get his little ass in his press conference. I got the press conference. I didn't want to put him on the screen. We the laughing stock. Cause you lost. Now, share the show right now. Because while Florida I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there yet. I ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna go there next. I'm gonna go there. Go there. Thank you, Freeman. Talking mad stuff. Go back and look at this. Talking mad stuff all the damn. Then he on there whining. We don't laugh and stop. Okay. But I saw the venom. I told y'all yesterday when Dion was walking out and the fans were telling F you to a grown man. Thank you, Mindy. Watch this. I got to go here. Got to go here. Y'all buckle up. Buckle up. Share the show right now. Right now. Thumbs up right now. But I want you to use this. The white rage in which Coach Prime triggers. This is very real. And persistent, and it was felt from the beginning with the boos and the cursing. Yes, they cursed him out at Alabama State too. Them some disrespectful little black ass kids down there too. But this is not about football for me. I'm always saying that what would it look like if we actually walk into our full purpose and power instead of begging for our humanity and begging someone for an opportunity? See, on this show, we ain't begging nobody for nothing. This is why you should support it. This is why I tell you should share the show. All your friends should know about it. Everybody, anybody say something about this show, you should cuss their ass out. Because we ain't begging nobody for no opportunity here. This is why I was disappointed when when Coach Prime, when he left Jackson State, because to me, he was maybe 2 or 3 years away from flipping the whole game and making the HBCUs and get them the money, because Nike was coming. Corporate sponsorship was coming. Walmart paid and bought them field. You got the field done. What if you did that at Howard, Texas Southern, Morehouse? What if you did that at Hampton? What if it reverberated? This whole thing. And all of these top high school talent would go to HBCUs. I've been saying this for 7 years, and they would get to feel all of that. Because Shiloh and Shadua did not want to leave. His sons did not want to leave, ladies and gentlemen. They loved them people down there. Jackson had something for them. Jackson had people like Tanya, McCraven, Faulkner. They had all these kind of people down there that loved on them people, that loved on them kids. To go to Colorado, it was like, come on, man. Yeah. He has been booed before now. Don't get it wrong. He's been booed before. Hey, no. Shadua just wasn't as vocal. But I know for a fact, Tanya, he didn't want to go nowhere either. Father and daddy. Daddy. Which is good. But Dion been booed before, y'all. But it was something different about these boos as he was walking around the stadium. than the boos that he got when he walked around Alabama State. They didn't boo him when he walked around TSU. We got classy fans. They did not boo him. Because guess what? I was walking and watching with him. When he walked, I was walking. I didn't walk with him, but I was walking around so I can keep an eye. None of them fans did. Check this out. Check this out. But it was something different about these boos as he was walking around the stadium. It felt like the moment desegregation happened. See, I go back in history and look at these films when these kids tried to just come to school, and Jerry Jones and them standing up there telling them kids they can't come to school. All over the country, the young people trying to go to schools, and the white folks just didn't want them. Get out, don't come to my schools. Let's go. Got you, Case. Stacy, man, you made my day. But Stacy, I want you to watch this. Thank you, Mindy. Mindy, you on it. Mindy, I want you to watch something, Mindy. I felt like the moment desegregation happened. I went back and watched some film as desegregation that was taken from across the South, right? And you see all these white people standing in front of the doors simply yelling, "Them, you don't belong here." That's how I saw those fans in Fort Worth doing last night. You're not going to enter. People were okay with Coach Prime being who he was in the HBCU environment. They were okay with Coach Prime being the big personality, allowing his kids to talk noise, to be who they are. They were okay with him doing that at Jackson State. That's why some of these presidents didn't hire him. SMU, TCU. They didn't want him to bring. Y'all watch me. Y'all, see, I got to get you. I got to get you out of the buffoonery and want me and Jimmy to argue on the show to listen to some of this a little bit and share it with your friends. I need you to help me with this right here. Watch this. Because in some sense, it didn't infringe on their power or their idea of what a symbol of a white college football represent when he was at HBCUs. In white college sports, the coach is a symbol of white society. Just study your history. That's what they must be all put together. The coach got to sound a certain way. A coach got to have coach speak. They got a saying called coach speak. Robert, Penny should not say to what he said, Robert. He should have coach speak. That was some black ass college coaches was telling me. A lot of them Southern college coaches are very religious, especially in the South. Now, Coach Prime is overtly religious too. In college sports, the white coach is a symbol of the larger white society. particular when we talk about the benevolence on like black people. We come into your community, we saw your kids, we ate at your houses, and we brought your kids into something that they wouldn't have had a chance to come to. That's how they feel. Coach Prime is going inside of those kids' houses, upsetting their idea about the quote unquote upstanding athlete and letting the boys walk around with chains on their neck. He don't even put a C on the jersey. He put D for a dog if you're a dog and an L if you're a leader. Yeah. Notice what I said, religion. I didn't say Christian. I said religious. I'm telling you the power structure. I'm telling you the power structure. Listen to me. Just listen. What he is doing is upsetting this notion of what a white dominant logic of what a coach should look like, what a coach should be, and what a coach should sound like. I mean, this brother is bringing hip hop and rappers and influencers into college sports. Go look at the video. Everybody coming to Boulder, Colorado. Rick Ross, everybody. If you want, that's why these other colleges, y'all remember Florida State didn't hire him. They knew. He told them this is what he's going to bring. If you want to get the bag, bro, that NIL is for you. Get your bag and play sports. But I want dogs. And for many people, Coach Prime is doing what they never wanted done. And that is black people being free in a space so dominated by white power structure. I got more. These schools depend on the bodies of black men. 75% in the NFL, 80% in some of these college ranks. To be a top-ranked team, you need black athletes. And there's always been this paternalistic approach. We saw this where Michael Orr came out, the story. Y'all, he was in conservatorship as if he was not a fully formed human being that could take care of himself. This is crazy to me. That this is the way society is. And they are comfortable as long as you stay in your place. As long as you stay in your place and you can make $1 million, Stacey Houston, As long as you act like the dude who was in the pool putting down his penis and acting crazy, all that's good. You can do that. Because that is what they expect of you. But if you act like LeBron James and actually uplift the community, we're going to tell you to shut up and dribble. You're doing too much. We're uncomfortable. What's up, Paul Miranda? Paul Miranda, you're gonna have to push that dial back, cause boy, I'm on it. You can start now. Watch this. Maybe we will make space for you. But you can't lead a movement, Colin Kaepernick. Coach Prime is leading a movement, and he did it at an HBCU, and he is breaking college football from inside. And it's beautiful to watch. If y'all know anything about me, you know how beautiful it is to watch. It's quite majestic. To the people, I can hear you saying, oh, it's only been one game, Robert. I see them comments. It's only been one game. Travis Hunter played just one game, Robert. Shador has only played one game, Robert. Let me tell you this. Let me tell y'all something. When we walk into that stadium, especially as a black athlete, Herb noticed, black coach, and black people in general. When we walk into any public space in which black people are not the majority, we bear the burden of ourselves and our own individual kind of personal emotion, emotional stability, to be who we are. We have to compete against ourselves. We have to. We also have other people that we're competing against. But we also have something that white athletes and white coaches don't have. We are also fighting against an unseen enemy. My young people who are going off to these colleges. In Professor Carol Anderson's book called White Rage, I read a line on page 3 of the book. It's a simple 2-liner. She said, the trigger for white rage inevitably is black advancement. It's not the mere presence of black people that is the problem. Rather, it is blackness with ambition, with drive, with purpose, with aspirations, and with demands for full and equal citizenship. We as black people enter into these spaces. All of us, whether we are walk-ons, or you're a person on a scholarship, are you one of the top players in the country, whether you were a coach who was one of the top coaches in the country, or one of the bottom coaches in the country. All of us have to fight the unseen enemy of white logic, white rage, white backlash, and white imagination. And we are bearing the burden of our race. We don't just carry the name on the back of our jersey. We black. And we are representatives for good or for ill of black people when we enter this space. What Coach Prime has done is magical even after one game. Because one thing that people are not talking about is this. Of course, criticize Coach Prime for being the black capitalist that he is. Criticize him for that. At the end of the day, my brother is a black athlete. Let's be real, black capitalism is a very functional for so many of us. I'm just trying to keep it 100. Black capitalism is very functional in so many of us. Check this out. Sometimes people got to do what they got to do to get where they want to go. I'm never going to knock a person's hustle. I will question the ethics, though. I will. But I ain't going to knock your hustle. I don't knock the hustle of these guys out here in summer basketball. I question their ethics. Having a single mom have to pay for one tournament. The one team is in one tournament. They put one team in 2 tournaments in one day. So the team, a showcase game, team had to play over here, go pay $20 to get in over here, then drive 50 miles later on that evening and pay another $20, a half a tank of gas to get over here to play in the Saint and your son. And ain't nobody thought about that. I don't like that. Ethics in that is wrong. Hustle, get your money, bad ethics. Back to you. But like I say, I ain't gonna knock your hustle. And what Coach Prime has done, y'all, that I think is amazing. Coach Prime is not disowning Jackson State. He's not. Somebody just text me. Somebody just text me. George just said, hold up. Thank you, Hannah, for that. See, that's what I do it for. So y'all putting more gas in my engine right now. Now, don't crank me up. But check this out, y'all. What I think Coach Prime has done that I think is amazing. I said Coach Prime is not disowning Jackson State. Coach Prime is not disowning his blackness. Coach Prime is not disowning his ambition. What Coach Prime said is this. I'm coming to Boulder, Colorado, and I'm going to turn Boulder, Colorado as black as Boulder, Colorado can be. We're going to bring our chains. We're going to bring our Louis. Now, but that's not black culture to me. That's what Coach Prime doing. That's Coach Prime. That ain't black culture to me. Black culture ain't buying your Louis and bringing your chains. But that's what he's doing. Remember I said, I don't knock his hustle, but I question ethics. Some of y'all need to use that one. Somebody can tweet that out if you want to. You got my permission. You got my permission. But hold on. That, I'm going to repeat, that's not black culture. That's Coach Prime. Let me make it perfectly clear. That's not black people. And the other thing we have to walk a tightrope about, and hear from me, and I know I love Coach Prime. Coach Prime, while he represents black people, he does not represent black people. I need some water. Let me text my assistant right quick. Y'all hold on one second. Cause I need me some more water. I need me some water. Hold on, cause I ain't through. Hold up. Y'all watch me. Y'all watch me. Y'all watch me. It's a great day, y'all. I know you done learned something. Cause I had to go and I had to pull this out. Coach Prime, while he represents black people, cause he's black, he does not represent black people. Let me tell y'all about this semi-plantation, the culture of college sports that we all trying to get involved in. It's all the same because there is an overlord, like in NFL football, there's the owner. College, there's the president of the college, or coach. And usually it's a white male figure. Even if we're talking about women's sports. We just seen an Italian soccer coach had to step down for kissing a girl. What this is all about, y'all, is agency over agency over bodies, over black bodies. That's what I'm talking about. And Coach Prime is breaking that chain. That's what the problem is. That's the problem. When y'all see, somebody sent me, some guy on the show today. You know I don't get a chance to watch the shows in the morning. Somebody sent me. Something this morning and was telling me about this dude Mad Dog who be on Stephen A. Smith. Said he can't wait for Deion to lose. Coach Prime to lose. I can't wait for Colorado. I'm cheering with Nebraska. I don't like him. I never listened to him. I don't understand. I know Stephen A. Smith. I don't understand that move, my brother. Remember I said, I ain't knocking your hustle, but I'm questioning your ethics. Somebody said, I teach a Facebook. He said, white people are mad at black people because they are watered down versions of us. Therefore, they must use every trick in the book to divide and tear us down. Somebody just text me that. The Colorado AD, that's a good one, Alfio. Now we can talk about what I just said. I'm taking comments. We're gonna talk about what I said. That's powerful. What I just gave y'all. I hope there's somebody talking about this right now. He said, "Did you see Colorado AD hug after?" Of course. Rick George, the one, came and he kept trying to get Deion. Rick George, he was responsible. Deion told him no at first. The man kept messing with him. Man, Deion, y'all gotta understand, Deion was wrestling with staying at Jackson State. He was wrestling. Even if after the money situation thing wasn't right. And even like this, and these people here told, like somebody said, layaway. Man, them folks got their bread. They got their bread. When Deion, when the money became due, they're gonna have it. I can give you a $26 million contract. I ain't got to give your ass $26 million at one time. Do y'all understand that? When these guys get these contracts, they don't get all this money at one time. Y'all just look, oh, 26 million. Oh, you get 20 million. No. Now, when the checks become due, they able to have the money. Just teaching y'all know this. Now, when that man signed Deshaun Watson to that $230 million guaranteed contract, now the owner had to write a check and not give it to Dion, but put it in escrow. So something happened to the team, somebody go out, Deshaun still get his money. That's why owners don't like to give guarantees, because they got to write the check. Dallas Cowboys got $126 million alone right now that they signed this summer. Jerry Jones got to write $128 million check for who is that? The three guys that just got signed. So how do you think about what? Michael Garcia, you didn't give it to me right. Look what you wrote. How do you think Jerry? You messed up, Doc. Get it right. Boy, Mindy. Mindy, you're absolutely right. Mag Dog comes with the same TCU energy we just saw. Thank you, Mindy. I ain't seen it yet, Mindy. Somebody call me. I can't wait to get off the show to go see it. Because I don't understand why he on Stephen A. Smith's show. David did the deal in extra. David did that deal in extra. It ain't David did the deal. That's everybody. Ain't David did no damn deal, Alfio. Anybody on any team, if the Houston, boy, he always trying to slow down. Ladies and gentlemen, Alfio, listen to this because you don't know in your class today. Any team, if they sign somebody, hold up. Lamar Jackson. David didn't do that deal, did he? Right? Lamar Jackson's, whatever part that guaranteed him goes into escrow. What other quarterback got some money? Any other person. If that team, this ain't no agent doing this. This is a collective bargaining. If you gonna guarantee, this is to protect the player. The Players Association negotiated this, Alfio. I hope your kid's not no agent. Let's get that out the way. All right. Let's go. I got to constantly teach. Do you think Jerry Jones would offer Dion a head coaching job? Hell no. Jerry Jones ain't never had a black coach. All you Dallas Cowboy ass people ain't never had no black coach. No. I don't think his old ass finna change now no time soon. But I hope you learned something there, Alfio. Any team, when you hear about a guaranteed contract in football, those owners, that's why the owners was mad. So why in the hell you get Deshaun Watson this money? When nobody else gonna give him that money? Deshaun Watson didn't want to go to no damn Cleveland. He wanted to go to Atlanta. But off the blank side, I'm not giving that towel web. I'm not giving it to him. So Cleveland owner says, shit, I ain't got nothing to lose. I ain't won nothing in 100 years. They found a good sucker to give him that money. Pop quiz coming soon. I'm late, bro. What's up, Chop? What's up, Robbie Young? Hey, but y'all hear me? Any more questions about that? Y'all, I want y'all to understand this power structure. This dude that upset the power structure, man. This prime time, man. It's this man. This Coach Prime, man. It's something else, man. I got you, baby. I got y'all. I got you, Alfio. I got you. But somebody said, furthermore, Coach Prime said he would never coach pro because he would have to knock somebody out. He said that, but Rob, he said that, Rob, for the right situation. He's a capitalist. For the right situation, he gone like a turkey through the cone. I may be wrong. He said the pros too, boy. When his son's out of school, Travis out of there, I'm just saying. I just said, where else? I had somewhere else to go. Y'all had me somewhere else to go. Because I saw something that I want to talk about because somebody mentioned it on the feed. He said, Jerry, somebody said something. I'm going back. They talked about Rick George. Yes, Rick George, man. He is the AD for Jimmy just pops you right in now, man. I don't know. We got a glitch in the system. What's up? But Rick George, yes, he was hugging Dion. I was telling the story. I never forget when the guy kept coming down to the Jackson, man. People should have known, man, when this white man kept coming to Jackson. You know the Jackson airport ain't that big. And they should have knew something was up. And Rick George convinced him, hey, man, let's come up here and be. So, yes, he going to hug him. Rick George took a chance, too, now, on Dion. You got to realize, no other presidents, no other board of regents, they were saying, hell no. I don't care who he is. He ain't playing. He ain't coaching this universe. He can't come in here talking all that stuff in the press conference like this. Y'all, Rick George had to convince, y'all remember now, them people was, man, y'all remember one of them board of regents didn't vote for that salary, Jimmy. You remember? He said, oh, hell no, I'm not getting all this money. I gave that other one. We just fired all that money. I said them other ones. Hey, so I was not doing that no more. No, sir. Rick George, get the hell out of here. That's bad management. That's malfeasance. That's poor management of public money. So that man took a hit, man. No wonder. That's why he was hugging the hell out of Dion. Rick George said, "Dude, you saved my job, dude. You saved me." So it's all good, man. It just I just wanted to share that with y'all, man, today. But Jimmy here today. Jimmy here right now. So Altuve, Jimmy, I done went over the history of Altuve. I gave it to you, and he made history. I done went over that history already. If you want to repeat that mess again, you can repeat it. But like I tell everybody, if you're on this feed right now, I just want y'all to see. And many gonna come on there talking about, yeah, it ain't Tatis. He don't want to talk about. Let me tell y'all something. If you have, listen, Paul Miranda. Who else? Barry probably already seen it. Y'all do. Let me see if it's somebody. Let me see somebody on it. Robert Young probably been seen it already. Alfio, take it to your class. Alfio, do me a favor. Go to YouTube in your class and show these kids Fernando Tatis Jr. Go to YouTube and pull up his highlight. Just put Fernando Tatis Jr. and see what I'm talking about. So I asked Mindy. She ain't gave me no question. She ain't gave me no answer yet, Jimmy. She didn't skirted around everything. It's Women Rock Wednesday. That's why I'm messing with her. She ain't skirted around, Jimmy. Guess what? I said, Mindy, do me a favor. Go up your little old Astros roster and find me anybody that resembles a dude like that right there. She ain't said nothing yet. And I know you can't. Because Mindy, Mindy's Mindy. I know you can't. Nobody. That's why I like him, y'all. And then I like what's my new dude? Cruz. What's dude in Cincinnati? He's a close by. He right there with him, but he close second. But I ain't just found that. I just can't. I don't like the Cincinnati Reds yet. Cause I used to hate Mark Schott.
So you just gonna ignore the MVP, the as Dion said, that MVP trophy just chilling in his living room already right now.
Who? No, he said the Heisman. Who?
I know. I'm saying. I'm just.
But who? But who? Give it to Dela Cruz. That's his name.
Acuna from Atlanta.
He ain't like this dude, man.
Yes, they are compatible.
Not
the
to
hot
me.
Dog, the hot dog. You ever
Jimmy, you like certain stuff that I don't like.
No. What made
man? You got two different opinions now.
one of the things that made Tatis was his ability to hot dog and back it up. This dude Acuna, he's a hot dogger.
I ain't talking. So what you think? I'm not talking about hot dog. See, I told you, you're looking at something different than I am. You calling it hot dog. I told the people to look at the video and tell me, have you ever seen anything like this? That's all I said. I ain't said nothing about no hot dog. I don't even eat hot dogs.
You might need to go and pay attention.
He is one of my guys too, but he ain't this dude.
Acuna.
To you, Jimmy, I told you like Crown Royal. I don't.
No, I like water now for the next 2 months.
You like hats. I don't. So I expect for you to have a different eye than I do. I'm just saying to the general public, y'all go look at it and see what y'all see. And see, do you find anything? And I said the Astros, they talking about, well, Acuna. I ain't talking about no Acuna. I'm talking about them old sorry ass. See, I shouldn't talk about the Astro because I like the Astro. It's just you and Mindy.
You talking about the Astros that's in first place now?
Yeah. They ain't sorry. You and Mindy sorry.
I called this 2.5 weeks ago. I told you guys what was going to happen. I said the Rangers.
Jimmy. This dude here, I know he have, because he love you, so he listened to you so much. I know who Acuna is. I've seen him play in person several times. I've seen him 1,000,000 times. This other guy, Paul Miranda, go look at the videos and then run your damn mouth after that. Now, back to Jimmy. Come on. I just can't stand nobody just come in on the conversation. With grown folks talking, what Pretty Tony said, with grown folks talking, shut up. But keep going, Jimmy. Keep going.
And we're talking about in regarding to the Major League Baseball standings. I told you guys what was.
What you tell us?
I said the Rangers gonna mess around and they gonna go from first to on the verge, not even making the playoffs.
I don't remember that, but keep going. I don't remember. Well, bring up the tape. Go get the tape. Get the tape.
I said they were gonna fold like a cheap tent down the stretch, and that's what they're doing. And then the Astros. I said if the Astros ever get first place, it's like breaking a resistance level. They were chomping at the bit.
I don't remember that either, but keep going.
They got to within half a game. Then they got to within a half of a point. Then they got to within half a point again. Then all of a sudden, the perfect scenario formed itself out to where the Astros played the Rangers, beats the Rangers, and Seattle loses on the same day. And guess what? Now you have the Astros a whole game ahead in first place of Seattle, 2 games ahead of the Rangers. So now, here's what that means. For every time the Astros win, right, another team has to win twice. That's what that means now. For every team, every game that they win, another team, either Rangers and or Seattle, has to win twice. Now, mind you, the Astros are already 2 games. They've played 2 more games than Seattle, which is good for the Astros because that means Seattle has to win both of those games while the Astros are idle. That will be worth a half a point, half a game, and another half a game. So they're sitting good right now. Remember, I told you, Brantley is back. And I didn't think he was going to play this season. I thought maybe it was just some stuff going on and it was too deep. But then we saw him on the bench midway through the season, kind of serving as bench coach, locker room dugout coach. This dude, Brantley, is back, and he gives now a much needed jolt of experience. That's what we'll call it. Experience and productivity that comes into an already loaded and deep offensive lineup. This dude, Dubon, is hitting the ball wherever they put him in the lineup. His productivity doesn't slack. They put him in the 9-hole the other day, Alda, and him and Altuve went back-to-back twice the other day. in the batting ninth. Dude, know what that mean? That mean when you get down, ain't no weak spot in that lineup offensively. I'm still, only thing about the Astro that still stands firm with me is I don't feel comfortable with the bullpen whatsoever. My thing is with Dusty, when you added Verlander, it should be one of those starters should be sent to the bullpen as maybe a closer, or maybe a seventh inning or eighth inning setup man. That's the thing that I would do right now if I'm him. Instead of making a 6-man rotation, 5-man rotation. Hell, it's almost playoff time. Because when playoffs come out, they're gonna go down to a 3-man or 4-man rotation anyway. Whoever pitched the first game gonna pitch. Whoever pitches in game 1 gonna pitch in game 4. And then if it's a game 7, that's how it normally goes. So playoffs, just like in basketball, that rotation is shrunken down to the core. So why not go on and put some of those starters in and get them seasoned and get in their role right now? But boy, you gotta love it. Astros, it's gonna be classic today now. Max Scherzer is going up against Verlander. They were teammates most of this season with the New York Metropolitans. And now they both go head to head tonight.
So my best friend play tonight. Because all that stuff you ain't said this on the show. Now my man said you said it at the little spot. But you ain't said this on no show. You might have said it, but you just don't remember. It's all right. It's all right. You probably said it.
Rod Wells I know he heard.
Rod Wells ain't heard nothing. Even Mindy ain't agreeing with that one.
He heard them bats clicking from Atlanta the other day. That's what he heard.
But my best friend, the V-Man, is pitching tonight.
Yeah.
They in town, out of town?
No, they in the Rangers in Arlington.
Oh, okay. The V-Man, you know what? I might tape that tonight. Because he going to get rocked. And, they be rocking him in the first 2 innings, man. If he can get past the first few innings, he be all right. He just like to he throw one of them, he throw them old lollipops like you hit out the park that time, Jimmy. And one of them softball pops.
Man, hey, the thing is, I don't think this season that we've seen the Astros produce back-to-back double-digit scoring outputs, and that's a hell of a sign. So we'll see now. Don't get it twisted. Scherzer's on the mound tonight. He's one of the best in the business for the Rangers. So will the bats continue to remain hot for the Astros? We will see tonight. Time will tell. This thing, like I said, this is the perfect time to spike upward or to buy stock, or mental stock that is, in the Houston Astros. These dudes, and I'm rooting for like you people rooting for Dion. I'm rooting for Dusty, and that's how I always.
Dusty won last year. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm rooting for. I'm saying though. I said it last year. I said it. You remember? He's still on a 1-year contract. He's on a year-to-year contract.
Well, that's his fault, Jimmy. He ain't got no good agent.
It's cold, man. It's cold.
Jimmy, it ain't what you deserve, it's what you can negotiate, Jimmy. Come on, man.
And he said it ain't what you negotiate.
I'm telling you, they ain't finna give you nothing.
You know what? Speaking of agents, tell me this. I was something online this morning, and this young kid, Gervon Dexter, look him up. And Gervon Dexter, he signed a name, image, likeness deal, right, in 2022 with this company BLA. And the terms were it gave him $436,000, right? They gave him $436,000, but in the contract it says he must give them 15% of his pre-tax NFL earnings for 25 years. Now, the average NFL career is 3.5 years. But no matter what, if he continued to earn money with the NFL, that means by way of coaching or whatnot, for 25 years, he must pay them 15% of his pre-tax earnings for them doing a name, image, likeness deal. Understand, he's a rookie right now. But I can't hear you.
That had nothing to do with an agent. That had to do with these young kids out here signing these NIL deals and not having someone looking over these deals. And they slipped that in. It's a predatory lending type. So this wasn't no NIL deal. This was, I'm finna lend you this money. And this wasn't no NIL deal. I'm finna give you this 430-something thousand. And your black ass got to pay me like you weigh. 15% for 25 years. And guess what? He ain't gonna play for 25 years. So that's out the water.
No, but it includes if he become a coach.
No, yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So that's why they put it like, if you become a coach.
What I saw, it said NFL contract. That's what I saw. NFL contract. Maybe I saw it. It said
NFL earnings.
NFL earnings. As long as he's not if he's not an NFL coach, he all right.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, if he
could be a college coach and he's okay. Yeah, okay, but Jimmy, they're gonna lose this case. They're gonna lose this game.
Now the thing is, it was under the guise, and it's because that firm is a big league advance, big BLA fund, right? That was a collective, so to speak, that's based in Florida. And here, indirectly, here we go with Florida in the news again. We're dealing with a person of color, and of course, he's suing them right now.
Yes, he's suing them. Absolutely.
Which is rightfully so. Mm-hmm. And but it's just amazing how.
And he's gonna win, Jimmy. You want to tell? I'm gonna show you why.
Oh, he's gonna.
Because the Florida statute of 468 and I think 465, Section C, any conduct as an athlete agent, that's who these people were acting at, which demonstrated bad faith or dishonesty. That's one. Section H, committing mismanagement or misconduct as an athlete agent, which causes financial harm to a student athlete or college or university. They're gonna lose this case. It's just precedent. They're gonna use this. It's gonna be the first time the NIL deal like this is being challenged. But Jimmy, these are predatory. This is not no normal NIL deal. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
No, we know it's not. That's the purpose why it's news right now, because they went and they basically gave them.
Have somebody look over these deals. Have somebody competent look over these deals. Not little Johnny, not your partner. Have a trained agent or trained lawyer look over these deals, because these people will get you. That's all this was. Is they set this little boy up. Probably not. It's. But like I want to let y'all know, this is considered to me a predatory contract and voided, since one side obviously had so much more to gain. Probably end up selling out of court something more reasonable, hopefully. But these people preyed on this boy. This wasn't an NIL deal. This was let's get this dude, let's trick this Negro deal. That's what it was. Okay, that's what it was. I'm just telling you. And I know y'all think well, I got it. I got the NIL. Hey, Robert, I got the NIL. I warned y'all long time ago about this stuff. Stuff will happen, man. It's unfortunate because I said it was going to happen. These people will figure out anything to do with it. What if he didn't make it to the league then, Jim? Guess what? They'd have sued. Guess what? They'd probably sued him to get their money back. Because there wasn't no name, image, and likeness deal. There was a name, image, and I'm going to get you deal. That's what I call them. So young people out there who watching this in the future, don't let them get them. Guess what? Email me, chopshophtx@gmail.com. And guess what? We ain't gonna let them get out. Our Houston people, our Dallas kids, we ain't gonna let this happen to us. It can happen in Florida. It shouldn't happen to y'all. All right? So let's Yeah, Jimmy. What else you got? I like that. That was a good one.
Yeah, that's something else. Is that unfolded?
Jimmy, here the lawsuit is. Let me see. Can I bring it on the screen? I erased it. Don't worry about it. We'll get it back. We'll get it later. I was just bringing it. What else you got?
And also shifting gears. Well, of course, we got the USA is in the semifinals, and after beating Italy in the FIBA qualifier, which USA is already qualified for the Olympics anyway. But this is a testament that they can break through. And the team that USA lost to last week, Lithuania, they were eliminated this week. Yeah. So they're no longer in the bracket play. I want to think in Canada is still alive. Canada eliminated Luka.
Yeah.
Doncic.
Canada.
And his squad, Slovenia. I think that's who he plays with.
Luka started whining now. Luka said, "Man, they let what's his name? Dylan Brooks just do anything they wanted to me. He's pretty tough. He's better than I thought he was."
And of course, Dylan Brooks and Luka both were ejected in that game. And I think Dylan Brooks, they had a video with him. He went and found some boxing gloves from somewhere and put them on. And
he was out there. Yeah. He doing
just it. After the game was over, just in joust.
He gonna be on outside now. So I like whatever he do. He with the Rockets now. I'm on his side. Y'all notice I said on outside. I'm back with the Rockets now.
So it looks like a showdown is possibly on the horizon. Of course, Canada plays Serbia in the semis.
They'll be pretty good. They're pretty good.
And then United States. I forgot who the USA.
Jimmy, we're not listening to you. You don't know the times all the damn time. You gave me the wrong time for Tiafo them the other night.
Yeah, that thing said today, and I don't know. What I was reading is kind of crazy. Sometimes you just gotta you gotta double check. Because I was looking at it and when I said it, it didn't make sense like they just played yesterday.
Yeah.
Get them a day in between. That day was doubles, mixed doubles was
mixed doubles. They had the other on the other side of the bracket. They was playing. If some people was playing, but Jimmy, they playing little ugly. They playing little ugly now.
Oh, Germany. That's who
USA.
Germany. And look, and you know what?
Did you see this, Jimmy? Hold up, Jimmy. I want to show you this first. Watch this. I want to show you this first. You gotta see.
I know, I'm just telling you to sit down. Come here. Hey, let's go. Fuck, sit down. Let's go. Sit down. No, you don't tell me what to do. Sit down. You got timeout. Let's go. Don't sit. I know, I'm just telling you to sit down. Come here.
One time, I'm gonna hit you in the back of your mouth. That's what he told him. Jimmy, that's what we dealing with around now, Jimmy. Jimmy, all we got to do is call something else like that again. No, Dennis ain't lost his mind. What the hell are you talking about? How the hell Dennis lost his mind? I can't stand these people like this, Paul Miranda. How has Dennis lost his mind? He was talking to the player. The coach put his hand on him and grabbed him. And Dennis lost his mind? You got to be out your rabbit. You got to be out your mind. Dennis done lost his mind. He think he in the NBA. Hell no, that man shouldn't have put his damn hand and grabbed no man like that. So y'all just used to white men grabbing on you, I guess. I don't care who the coach is. Don't grab on nobody like that. And he done lost his mind. Ain't said nothing about the coach. He ain't mentioned the coach not now one time. Y'all got a problem out here. Y'all got a problem out here, man. But come on, Jimmy. Folks got a problem, Jimmy. I just don't understand it. But, Jimmy, I got a question for all y'all. This USA team right now, I said it earlier. This USA team right now, do you think this team, do you think this team could win an NBA championship next year? Yeah, just that team right there. going against the NBA, do you think that team resemble right now could win a championship in the NBA?
Wait. Ask when this semifinals and championship is over, then I'll weigh more on it because they haven't really done. They've had one good win this whole thing. One good win this tournament. I say good win mean in the bracket play that is. So they haven't really. The rest of the games they beat the teams that we could have sent. Hell, the G League All Stars could have beat a few.
I don't know, Jim.
G League All Stars could have beat Italy. This version of Italy last night. Remember I said All Stars now. But I'll wait till the movie's over.
I just want to ask somebody asked me that question.
You remember you saying the NBA?
Yeah, the finals. I mean, could they go and be an NBA team? Could they go beat LeBron and them? Could they go beat Joker and them for finals?
Chemistry.
No, I ain't talking about the chemistry part. I'm talking about just talent.
It would
nah. They ain't good enough.
I don't see enough. I mean,
Halliburton
has been consistent. Don't get it twisted. Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man started off. We thought he was going to be the guy. Which when he started off,
I think that was the problem. I don't think Kershaw ever told him that he was the guy. Because he started doing some ignorant. He started doing too damn much. No, I'm talking about. I'm watching the games. I ain't talking about the up and down. I'm watching the actual games. He started trying to do too much, trying to go through 3-5 dudes, turning the ball over. They getting runouts, going through Lithuania. Steve Kerr gave him like, hey, Ant, you my dude. I mean, he's the only person on the team that he could have gave it to. But when he gave it to him, he just some people don't know how to handle that stuff, y'all, especially now. And y'all got to understand that international rules are different. I know y'all just looking at, well, basketball is basketball. Oh, no, it ain't. That ball is different. Everything is different. But y'all saying everybody got to play with, but them young players playing that type of way all the time. Jimmy, that Italian team you talking about, Jimmy, they've been together for years. They got chemistry and got beat by 1,000. So that's what chemistry gets you now. That's what I'd rather have me some dudes. Y'all come on with all that chemistry. Give me all the bad dudes and you get all the chemistry. And let's see what happens.
This game against Germany, of course, they're gonna play, I think, on Friday.
Yeah.
Right. And the championship game will
7
be
a.m.
Sunday,
in the morning.
right? It will be Sunday championship. Remember now, the USA, remember I said about USA had one impressive win in the bracket. They have a couple of them they had the exhibition before they went into this bracket play for the FIBA. But here's the thing, remember, they played a little ugly in Germany, and Germany was up 16 points in the second half.
That's in the preliminaries. That don't count.
Yeah, that was just a couple of weeks ago.
I know.
And USA came back and went on like a crazy type run and ended up winning that game by 8. So this Germany team is this is the game that they wanted. This is their championship. But it's not United States championship. It's their semifinal. This is Germany's championship. And so they want the USA team. We're going to see just how much.
Why do you think it's Germany's championship?
They wanted you. If you had a team by 16 points out and they come back and beat you, you can't wait to get a hold of them one more time. You can't wait. You ain't saying I can't wait to get a hold of Canada.
No, I'm finna make Lil Ugly mad at that coach again. That's what I'm gonna do.
Well, Lil Ugly gonna be coming right at Brunson and going right at him. He's gonna be going right at him.
Not gonna be able to happen. Not gonna be able to happen. But you know what? Somebody was talking about Brandon Ingram. Man, they put him on the bench.
He's out, but he's always kind of sandwiched short of a picnic. He just talented as hell, But once a guy like him makes the All-Star game, and that's the thing. There's no bona fide leader on this team.
What did you just say, man? Hold up, man. Hold up. What you just said? What? Hold up. Hold up. I got to hear that one again. I ain't gonna steal it like Chris Walker though, but I got to hear it again. A savage short of the picnic.
Part of a picnic.
I like that one. I like that one. Keep going, man. I ain't mean to stop you. Keep going. You can't.
I know what you're saving it for. I already know what you're saving it for. You saving it for one of them TSU home games.
Man, I can't say that on there. Because I messed around and said somebody called me and said, Robert, I can't believe you said that. I said, this dude ain't hit a shot in 2 weeks. Somebody called me. But it was the other team, Jimmy. It wasn't our team. And they talking about, Robert, you shouldn't have said it like that. I said, hey, dude, ain't. I looked at his stats, Jimmy. I looked at his pre-stats. He hadn't hit a shot in 2 weeks. So guess what? He kept missing, and I said he hadn't hit a shot in 2 weeks. I'm sorry, sir. That man called it, man, two-pick. Ingram.
And I had something else that before we get ready to get up out of here. It was something. Oh.
Who?
Wouldn't be right if I ain't give y'all a dose of grassroots basketball.
Yeah, give us some. Give me some.
So, Puma
is
throwing their hat into the grassroots basketball sector as they will be the outfitter and has worked a collaboration with the next. What is it? Next Pro circuit.
Yeah, I thought Next Pro was with New Balance. What the hell is Next Pro doing?
Okay, here's the deal. Remember that was last year, and a lot of people, I don't know why they was reluctant, and that's the whole thing about information and misinformation. They went last year. And there were people saying this was a New Balance league.
Yes.
And New Balance, they purposely stopped short and of putting themselves and with their logos and everything on the marketing of that league a year ago. Now they had a deal in place, basically where you're going to give free product to certain teams, but the bulk of the teams that's playing will buy their product. So it's a thing whereas it's almost like you buy 4 sets of uniforms, get one free. And so that one free team that get the uniforms is that top team or a team that had some attraction to it. Now here's the thing. The owners of that Next Pro league sued New Balance. I have the court documents in my phone. This was back in December. They went to court, and the settlement from that was that New Balance is going to honor. They honored to provide product for the remainder of that circuit, which capped off and climaxed in July in Houston. So they had everybody had New Balance product as agreed upon before the league started. However, remember I asked somebody that went there, and I think somebody said they went there, was on the Chop Shop. I say, well, can you look? Do you see any New Balance logo on any of the branding, marketing banners that were hanging? And they said no. That let me know all I needed to know right then. So if New Balance didn't even want to come in and put their brand on the very last one, which was supposed to be the championships, that was let you know that this relationship was a dead man walking. Now, Puma is supposedly coming in with a much clearer role, which they are actually going to be supposed to be putting their name on the products, and they're making joint statements, and they're going to actually basically subcontract the league out to the Next Pro organizers. just as Nike does with Peace Jam and with EYBL events. They basically sublease them out now. That it out, not them out. And another company runs the actual day to day of the league. So now, what should you expect from the Puma League? Well, I mean, Puma has many more NBA names signed under their umbrella than New Balance did. New Balance, Kawhi Leonard was the signature person with them, but he was injured most of the season, and Kawhi is kind of falling out of favor. Puma has a more attractive stable of guys which they can go and make more appearances and whatnot and put some air in the tires on that event. Basically, it's just another same event. They're just gonna have different tennis shoes. They probably gonna modify some things here and there, and Puma is probably gonna be happy to try to push their lifestyle brands on the young kids and move some product. And we'll see how it goes on that. That's going to be.
I'm gonna give some of Puma's people: DeAndre Ayton, R.J. Barrett, LaMelo Ball, Marvin Bagley, Sterling Brown, DeMarcus Cousins, Skylar Diggins Smith, Rudy Gay, Danny Green, Zaire Smith, who out the league, I think, Marcus Smart, Terry Rozier, Michael Porter, Kevin Porter Jr., Kendrick Nunn, Kyle Kuzma, Kevin Knox, and Derrick Jones Jr. Those are some of the players that they mess with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a nice stable. And so the next Pro 16, so I guess, now they're calling around and calling teams from out of Texas to try to get them to join the league and join the same thing. My thing is this: what experience do you think is going to be different than the motor of the car? We've seen it run. You've seen this motor run started with the same guy with Prep Hoops, then with wearing New Balance recently. Now you're just going to be wearing another different product, but the motor is still the motor. And so, what do you think this motor can take you for us in regards to exposure? That's the thing. Come on, people. You in this state of Texas right now. You went around and you gave it a chance. You went around the country. You played at various events. Are you not? What does it take to convince some of you people that you don't really have to leave this state for exposure? You don't have to leave the state for exposure, meaning that unless a person is signing you to a product deal and putting cash in your bank account to fund your program, unless that is happening, more power to you. You sit this one out. This doesn't even apply to you. But those other teams, there's no reason in the world, after what you've seen for the last 2 or 3 years, what you've tried to be a part of for the last 2-3 years, different sub-tier circuits, JV circuits, if you have to pay to be in them, you're gonna get the same or more exposure while saving your parents hundreds upon hundreds of dollars in travel expenses. You will. It's proven.
By playing in these tournaments like this?
No, but if they stayed they butt at home and collaborate, and some of those guys just say, you know what, we'll make our own. We're playing our own. Just say if it's 3 guys. Let's say if it's one team in San Antonio, one team in Dallas, one team in Houston. And they say, well, man, look, all 3 of us, we do a tournament in our city, different weekends, and we all support each other. It's kind of like the same scenario of what happened back in the old. Many of you guys back in the days, softball was really, really heavy in the South. Softball, meaning that they had what they called the Chitlin circuit. That would be same scenario. Certain guys would have tournaments in different cities, and they all would go and support each other in various weekends. And that concept gave all of them programs an opportunity to eat. They got an opportunity to eat. And that's the thing, instead of you tapping all your expenses out, and that's what do you hear mostly, Hatter? All of them complain, man, we ain't got no, when July rolls around, everybody's complaining about how much money they don't have because they've tapped out.
See, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that because I'm talking
grassroots coaches. You hear it from every corner in the room throughout. Not from every grassroots coach, but you hear that same narrative or that same cry is blared out. Man, we ain't got no bread, man. The expenses that went up, hotels that went up, rental cars, and everything. Now, okay, well, you're chasing something. And if you don't have the personnel, so you're doing all this chasing for Division I coaches, right? And to go and you have one possible, Adam. That's like you bidding 6 books and you ain't got but 2 queens in your hand. You got one possible, but you're gonna invest all of this. For these other kids, they won't get seen by the proper level of coaches that they can really play at. And then, truth be told, right now, or when it come around to May, June, those unsigned seniors or these rising seniors that are guys that are seniors right now, if you look at it, if you really pay attention to social media, you have your ability to solicit these kids to the college recruiters by way of mixtapes and by way of making phone calls. That's getting most of the stuff done for those kids anyway. Not what they did in July at a tournament. You're still having to call and need help for the recruitment of your kids. So don't that tell you, ain't that a light bulb that should go up in your head?
No, maybe they just said all of it. It's a holistic thing. You got to do all of it in order to be successful. I mean, you need all of it. You just can't have. I'm not mad at them for going and trying and being able to come and do this. I mean, because Jimmy, this business has changed. The business of recruiting and stuff like this has changed. So I ain't getting mad at them for doing what they're doing, but just understand. So Bobby Benjamin just said, I tried this years ago and not many teams in Houston saw the vision. He said, I actually talked about it on the Chop Shop. So Jimmy, what are you saying? The teams that are not shoe company teams, are these the teams you're talking to?
Yes. I said
teams that are not shoe companies teams.
If you're getting product or a check from a sneaker company, this conversation excludes you.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's go. So if you on any of these other teams, and thank you, Bobby, for saying it, a guy who run a program like that. So Jimmy, you saying he should find. So give me a list of other ones. We ain't trying to single you out. So if you feel guilty, I don't care. But I just want to go because I don't know all of these teams. Jimmy, you deal in this area. But I know business. I'm just trying to see, do we have enough teams with enough good players that are not on the teams that getting a check from summer basketball? I mean, sponsored elite Nike defenders and them type of teams. So we got enough teams in Houston with good talent to have a tournament or showcases here that they don't even have to leave the city for, because people trying to find Texas players anyway. That's what I'm talking about the whole state.
Yeah.
So we got enough, not just in Houston, the whole state.
I say if you get one from San Antonio, one from Houston, one from Dallas, and those 3 guys can get together and say we'll do a tournament in once a month, and you all go and you parlay the services
to each city. Okay.
Now like those 3 guys would each be required to go and get 3 allies. Get at least 3 allies to come on with you. So that means now you got to go and persuade to get 3 more guys from your area to come in. And so now you've built your own circuit.
Yes.
So now you guys can eat on your own.
Yeah.
Now, everybody don't run events. I understand that.
Right.
So, and
now you got to find you a guy who can run your event.
Now, here's what I could do. If
Okay.
somebody wanted that idea,
Okay.
and the dates is a date that don't go against me,
Right.
then I would run the event for you, and
yeah.
you would give me probably 20%.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I put everything together, turnkey. You're gonna do nothing but show your butt up. It's your event.
I told y'all this why y'all need to watch the Chop Shop. But keep going, Jim.
So that means now, of course, that means now the money, the trust factor would come in. Now, the thing is, one thing that there's a lot of people that may not necessarily like the way I walk or talk, but one of the things that you would never hear about me is that I owe somebody some bread. That's one thing you would never hear about me. That's one of my fortes right there. So if you are interested in doing it, you come sit down, and I would be like the arbitrator of that and help and facilitate it for you. And that means I would go and I would give you your options for your locations. I would, but if in the ones in Houston, that is, I could even go now. The person in Dallas would have to secure their location, because that's his lay of the land.
Right.
And it's more economical if that went like that. Or the person in San Antonio, you go secure your location, and then we keep rolling from there. It could happen, but the thing is, my thing, you mentioned Hatter a while ago about you're not mad at them trying to do it. My thing was, after you've tried it and you tried to join one of these circuits, one of these pyramids, and it didn't work for you as you thought it would, you realize that a certain player that you might have if you're Division I, the way that they scour through Texas, through Houston, he's gonna get Division I. He's gonna the offer, the looks he got there. You got them D1 offer from home. Let's think Bobby Benjamin had the young fella Jordan Ivory Curry.
Yes.
Jordan Ivory Curry's momentum started, remember, in his senior year of high school. Right? Remember, his senior year of high school. He goes and he plays Yates High School in Lamarck, Texas, a packed house. Remember the line down, we had hyped it up on the Chop Shop, so on the radio station, I think it was, so hard that the interest became people from Jack the Third Ward, like, I gotta see this dude. And he went out there and mind you, Yates won the game handedly with Antoine and all those boys and the big Africans. But Jordan Ivory Curry put on a show in defeat. He proved that he was that level of talent because Yates had Division I guards on the other side of the ball. So that means you putting on the show against guys. One of them had already committed, one later committed, and ended up having his career stopped short after having legal problems. But this thing. So you guys have faith and pay attention to what's going on. And if so many people wouldn't try to trick people with this with this basketball stuff, then we wouldn't be in this situation, or many people wouldn't be in this situation. You don't have to be. This stuff's simple. Do you know what's about to happen on September the 9th, this weekend? Yeah, the Division I coaches will be able to go and evaluate players on their high school campuses. They will be able to go and conduct those home visits as well. So this means there's going to be a boatload of Division I coaches will be coming into Houston on a daily basis for the next month and a half. Here's what that means.
So start September to when?
The 9th.
Okay.
So here's what that means. That means that, let's say if you at West Side High School and the coach is coming to see Robert Hatter at West Side High School, that means if you got a kid at Stratford High School, Stratford, which is not far away on Highway 6, if you got a kid that's at a school nearby that put it like this, if you look on the rankings and there's a player that's ranked in the top 20 in the 11th grade, 12th grade, or even the 10th grade in this area. And whatever school those players are ranked at that they attend, it's going to be coaches going to come and see them. Your job as the grassroots coach is to try to go and connect with them, use your resources to find out who's coming in town to see that young man. And guess what you got to do? You got to try to either get there or get to that school and let them know you got a dude that's around the corner. That's helping yourself. That's far greater than going and spending $7,000, $14,000 on some of these trips to go out of town just to get to play in front of one. You can go and do that. You go and do that. And guess what? You don't know if some coaches come in town because everybody don't have the same relationships and the same resources. Some guys coming in town to see one dude, some coming to see two dudes, they're done. Some kid might be coming to see at 10:30 in the morning, and the other kid they might not see until 2 o'clock. So that's a 3-hour gap in between there. You never know. That's why I'm telling you guys, use your resources. But everybody out there think they got it all mapped out because you've been doing it this many years. That don't mean you've been doing it right. Don't mean you've been doing it right. You just been doing it for that many years. And what you got to show for it. So I'm trying to give you some of the game on how you can get that coach to possibly come see some of your kids. Now the thing is, I'm gonna tell you this. The last thing I'm gonna give you. And remember this. Pick your battles wisely. Because if you send that coach on a wild goose chase, tell him about that you got a kid that's a bona fide Division I, and he go and watch this kid play, and that coach ain't likely to answer your phone call next time you call. Your ass going to voicemail, or they gonna put do not disturb on your ass in a heartbeat. So you better be careful, because they're not gonna your credibility is gonna take a hit because you're dealing with this coach's time. Their time is valuable for a lot of them. So that's what I want to give you all. I'm looking down, I see they say you had your rings.
Jimmy, I didn't take my rings to the game the other day. Everybody had their ring on. I'm mad and I didn't take my ring to the game. Boy, it's nice. Everybody had their rings on. Yeah. It's nice. Don't hate me. Yeah, Christian Wood's going to the next. I talked about that, I think, earlier. Christian Wood signed with the Lakers. LeBron, they trying to get LeBron another ring, man, so he can pass Steph so bad.
Now, Christian Wood that he's been consistent at not being a very good teammate. So will he be submissive? Remember, you just was there with Luka. And before then, you was with James Harden.
Yeah. He been with some dudes now.
Right? So, was he with Harden?
Yeah, I don't know if he was Harden. But I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. I ain't kept up with his career. No, Harden was gone when he came.
Yeah, he wasn't with Harden.
Yeah. Because he was at Detroit. He was at Detroit. And when
then Houston, but you was with, and then Dallas. You was with Luka. You wasn't submissive to Luka.
Well, he'll be submissive with the king.
That's the thing. It ain't just the king. And Anthony Davis got say-so on that team as well now. He has influence on that team.
Man said Lakers in 5. That's what that man, that love them Lakers, boy. He worse than a Cowboy fan.
He from Texas. What part of Texas is he from?
I don't know.
The little cat who makes the Instagram videos. Bubba. Little Bubba.
Oh, Bubba Dub.
Bubba Dub. He's from Texas.
Ain't from Dallas?
I don't know. I know he's from Texas. I heard him say it before.
That ain't Bubba Dub. That ain't Bubba Dub right there.
Bubba Dub always said Lakers in 5.
Oh, he always said, okay. I thought he said Lakers in 6.
Was it Lakers in 6 or he said
whatever. He be always running his damn mouth. Oh, he from Lufkin, East Texas.
But they got 3 different answers. Somebody say Fort Worth, somebody say Lufkin, somebody say Dallas.
I tell you who else I don't listen to. Don't listen to Frank. Because he use Reddit. He get all this information from Reddit.
Yeah, oh, man. So it's gonna, but this Laker team with Austin Reeves, his improvement. Like I said,
Man, hey, them Lithuanians, hold up, them Lithuanians taking turns saying Austin Reeves a new ass. They say, oh, we got him. Give me the ball. We got him. Jimmy, they treated him. That's how they. Jimmy,
they tried to understand something.
Yeah.
The America, and when they have USA basketball on across their chest, America is always longing for a white guy that can prevail and be able to represent the establishment in such fast and move some merch. Austin Reeves looks like he was heading in that direction. Then all of a sudden the plane just leveled off for him. So now,
little player.
Yeah, he's all right, little player. But remember, we thought he was born. Like, he's born. We're gonna see in the semifinals and the championship if they make it, or the bronze game. They play twice more, no matter what. USA does.
They got to win this championship. They got to win this German game.
If they lose, they go to the bronze game. So they play twice, no matter what.
Jimmy, we ain't want no bronze around here. We don't want no bronze. Leave my bronze. I'm leaving my bronze on the thing. We're not. I don't want no bronze. No one bronze.
We gonna see how it work out for him. But but anyway, man, it's time to get on up on out here. I gotta go do me some more walking this evening. My first day of my new health regime, my annual, whatever you want to call it, get your body right. Now you can say get your mind right, get your body right. So we'll see. It's the before and after. You take a picture now and snap a picture late October.
Ain't nobody want no picture of you because you're going to go back and put it back on. When it's done, you're going to be the same way back because they can just keep the same picture that they had last year. You're going to go right back to where you were. This been 7 years running. You've been doing the same.
Dream killer.
Jimmy, I'm leaving my bronze. Hey, I'm leaving my bronze in the hotel, man. I'm not taking no bronze home. I'm gonna win it if I have to, but I'm gonna say, man, y'all get that to somebody else, man. I don't want that. I'm gone. Jimmy, you know what I'm gonna be saying? Gas that plane up. I'm ready to get out of here and get out of Manila and get home to the Thriller. Jimmy, I had a rap the other day. Jimmy, I was excited to rap on you the other day, and they had to tell me it was Drake. I didn't know who it was. Yeah, you don't want to hear it, do you? You don't want to hear my rap, do you? Hold on. It wasn't me rapping. Hold on. I said, what is they saying? Hold on. Here you go, Jimmy.
Leave me out the comments, leave me out the nonsense, speaking out of context, people need some content. Leave me out the comments, leave me out the nonsense, speaking out of context, people need some content.
Yeah, that what Stephen Curry was telling them for us the other night, and Michael Jordan was telling you, y'all leave me out of this. LeBron and you sending your boys on the shows and talk about, leave me out of the content. Leave me out of the nonsense, Jimmy. When you need some content.
We're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna slide down.
You're a hater. Don't be hating on me. Don't be hating.
Thing as we get ready to prepare for this big showdown tonight. Astros and Rangers once again tonight. Verlander on the mound against Scherzer. That's going to be a hell of a matchup. I would think so as far as on the defensive end, or supposed to be. And first pitch will be at 7:05 p.m. this evening. Carlos Carrera, he's doing good. Memphis is in first. Minneapolis is in first place. But anyway, guys, make sure you share the show on your way out of the door. It's gonna be my new routine, Hal. Whatever my cup, I'm gonna kill this bottle. Alkaline.
Man, I'm finna hit this damn button so quick. You in this alkaline water. I'll see ya. We'll see y'all tomorrow. We out here.
How much weight think I lost already?
You ain't hold on. So you ain't gonna ride the bike. You just gonna go. Man, you remember when we used to ride the bikes at Memorial, man?
We can bring it on back. I'll be ready for the bike in 2 weeks. I'm ready for the bike in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I'll be ready for the bike. I take the shop, get it.
Man, I done went through 2 new bikes since seen you.
I got a pretty good one now. Remember, I had 2 of the same kind. I got 2 of the same kind. So yeah, I'll be ready for that.
Anybody want to ride with us? I got extra bikes.
I got to conquer the hood first. You know, can't go around the Memorial. That's a whole new trail. Ain't the same trail we used to walk.
But I'm talking about the bikes.
I know, but the bike.
Oh yeah.
It's a whole new thing. We got to go there. I'm gonna drive.
Jimmy, I got my skates. You ready to roll skating yet?
No. I didn't order them online. I need to go. I want to find me somebody in Houston who makes the skates. That way, if I need maintenance on them and whatnot, because these gonna be. So I did not order the skates online, but roller skating October. I'm picking up incorporating roller skating into my regime. That's gonna help me get that. That'll be part of that little Sunday or whatever Friday night, whatever. We're gonna take it to the roller skate ring. And if you guys live in Houston, we get Chop Shop. I'm gonna get Sandra out there and put her some skates on. Sandra can do that. You know, she can do a little bop and twist on around and then you know.
That man said twist on around. Man, let me get out of here, man.
Y'all shadow show on the way out the door. We up out here.
Yeah.
Peace. Yeah.
Boy, great.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.